Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Christy here. Today I have our second Halloween haul. So I'm very excited to be back with you guys. I have a really great haul for you today. I'm so excited to get into it and show you all the wonderful things that I've picked up. I have several stores. So I have TJ Maxx, HomeGoods, Marshalls, those stores. I also have some Amazon. I have one thing from Gabes / Old Time Pottery because Gabes bought them out. And I have some Thrift. So I have just a lot of good things. So we're gonna go over it. It is the perfect day for this haul. We've had a really big thunderstorm. It's really gloomy and rainy outside, so it's the perfect vibe. I have prepared me a pumpkin spice, 0 sugar, trying to be a little good before the real season gets here, but it's delish. And I can't wait, we're gonna get started. So without further ado, let's get into the haul. All right, friends, so the first couple of items are a couple of signs. So we're gonna start off with TJ Maxx, Marshalls, HomeGoods, that store. The first one is this really, I love it. It is a Witch's Brew coffee company. I have a lot of apothecary and those kind of signs, but I've rarely found a coffee sign that I enjoy. You guys know I have my bar cart / my coffee bar, and this is gonna be perfect. So it says Witch's Brew since 1962, coffee company, stop in for a spell. It's a really good size, really good quality. It was only $14.99, so $15, and it's gonna look perfect with my coffee bar. The next sign is this Hocus Pocus Broom Company sign. This came from my HomeGoods. I love it. I love the neutral black and white. It doesn't have any color. I have a Hocus Pocus apothecary I purchased from Kirkland's last year. So the broom sign is perfect. So now I got a coffee, I got a apothecary, and now a broom sign. So I'm very comfortable with my signs now. I feel like I'm up to date with that. This one was a little bit pricier. It was $29.99, so $30. But at HomeGoods, they have those little bitty stand-up signs for like $13 to $15. So I figured for double that, you're getting this huge sign. I don't feel like that's a bad deal. So I'm really glad I picked this up. Last year, I grabbed a couple of wicker items from HomeGoods, a wicker bat and those kind of things. This year, I did pick up another bat. It's a different type. It was only $12.99, HomeGoods. You can see he looks very realistic. I love it. You can put these on the wall. You can put them just about anywhere. It's really good quality. This was a good find. Next from HomeGoods, I saw these pumpkins. I really wanted them last year. You guys know I'm on a roll with this. If you've seen my hauls, I can't help it. It's a thing. But I did find them this year as these beautiful black and orange. I call it a Harley Quinn kind of pattern because that's just what it reminds me of. But really classic colors, the orange, the black, very good quality. These were a little bit more expensive than the ones you find at Ross. Nonetheless, $16.99. And of course, I purchased 2 of them because you know I'm loving this black and white pumpkins. If you saw my fall decorate, you know that I just have a thing going on. It's very classic colors. I love it. I will probably buy more, and that's okay. But love this pumpkin. Can't wait to decorate with them. All right, friends, so the next piece is from TJ Maxx. It is a piece I was looking for. I saw it in both stores, HomeGoods and TJ Maxx. There was a price difference. I know there's a lot going on with the prices in those stores. Nonetheless, I grabbed this beautiful witch. She's really large. She is glossy. She's not matte. Normally, I like a matte, but I love the way she's designed. I've purchased the Crackle Barrel Witch before, a couple of years ago. I know those are really popular. I don't know, I kind of like the gloss. You guys let me know. I can always spray her matte if I want to, but she's phenomenal. So she looks really spooky. She's really large. Look how that flares out. She just has a lot of flair and I love it. Now, this piece at TJ Maxx was $39.99. I saw her at HomeGoods for $10 more. So at HomeGoods, she's $49.99. At TJ Maxx, you can see price on her was $39.99. So $40 for this really, really large piece, this witch. I know the Crackle Barrels run around $60, so, or did when I purchased those. So I feel like that's a good buy. I'm very excited to decorate with her. My last piece from HomeGoods, I found these yummy looking candy apples in these multiple colors. So they're purple, orange, and green, perfect Halloween colors. They were $16.99 for the 3 of them. I've purchased holiday cupcakes and things like that to put in my cake stand. I haven't really got into all the cakes and the bakery, all that type of thing. But these, you guys know I've talked about candy apples. It's one of my favorite treats at Halloween. I love to make caramel apples, all the things. So these I thought with the witch, everything goes together. I love it. So for $16.99, I grabbed these. I also have this little random piece from At Home. It's a little, I guess you could put it on a tier tray. You could put it in your bathroom, maybe on your bath tray near your bathtub. It was only $4.99, but I love a good witch piece that's kind of tiny. You could also put this, I was thinking, on top of any of your coffee mugs to make a hat, you know, a jack-o'-lantern. That's a great idea with this. And I think that's going to be a very useful piece just to kind of lay on top of some things and give it a little bit more of a Halloween vibe. Next, I have one piece from what is called Gabes now. It used to be an old time pottery, and when I went in it said Gabes, but there were old time pottery tags on them, so Gabes bought old time outs. Long story short, if you saw my shop with me many videos ago, that's what happened. But you guys know I am planning on this year to mix my new items with some really vintage, some actual vintage and some vintage inspired. I really take me back to my childhood around the 80s, or just some old timey looking vintage Halloween decor. So some is new that looks vintage, and then I have some Amazon stuff that really looks vintage. I have them in my Amazon store. You guys have already found them in my store because they're selling like crazy, but I am gonna show you those today, and there's some really nice pieces from Amazon. But this piece I found in my Gabes. It is this witch, triple witch with the jack-o'-lantern face. I love the purple boots. It just screams kind of old time 80s to me. This one, let's see what kind of tag. So this one is $14.99. I really love this piece. I think it's gonna fit right in with the vintage look that I have planned. I have a couple of pieces from Ross. The first one being these adorable wooden jack-o'-lantern coasters. I love using coasters, especially by the bed and on my furniture and things. This is really pretty wood. They're really cheap. I like the jack-o'-lantern face, so that's what it looks like. You get 4 of them. They also have the cushion pads on the bottom. And for the $4.99. So for $5, you guys, you can get these coasters. I really love them. They also had like some cutting boards. I really wouldn't put food on them. They're more for like decor purposes, although they had a cheese knife, I believe, with them. So I'm sure they're food safe, but for me, they were too small. I would use them for decor. In the wood that looked just like this, they had a jack-o'-lantern and a ghost, I believe. And I think those were around $7, $8. So you might want to check those out as well. My next item from Ross is this Halloween rug. It was $5.99. Ross has very affordable rugs regardless of the holiday. Everyday rugs are all super cheap, and they're really not bad quality at all. So this one is the one that I found. I love the little checkered here. That's kind of the theme I'm going for. It's got all these pumpkins on them. You can see right here, the price is $5.99. Made with good material. You can use it either indoor or outdoor. So this is the rug I picked up for $6. I have one item from Walmart. They don't really have a lot. The only thing I've seen is plastic jack-o'-lanterns there. They don't have any Halloween stuff out. They're still doing school supplies, things like that, but they did have Halloween jewelry. Now, you guys saw my first Halloween haul video. I had some spiderweb earrings in. You guys were asking questions about that. Those did come from Walmart, so check out their jewelry. They have it with it's like a display with hair bows and bracelets, necklaces, and jewelry. So sometimes I like to check out their earrings. They usually are around $5.97, around $6. They have some really nice ones. Today I have these ghost ones in. They were from Walmart as well, $5, $6. I love them. But this week I saw these This was the only pair that I was really interested in this time. And it's like a jewel with a skeleton hand on them. So really, really pretty. It's got like a pretty black. I plan on wearing these in my next haul because it's kind of a skeleton type elegant theme. So I'm really excited about that. $6, picked up these. Now we're going to talk about Amazon. Like I said, I have set up in my Amazon store. I had some fall, I have apparel, I have jewelry, I have decor, all kinds of stuff. You guys click on the link in the description box. Check that store out. It has been really busy. I've had a lot of items. I think a few items sell out, but everything is moving very quickly. But in the jewelry section, this is my latest purchase. I wanted something simple for fall. This is a gold jack-o'-lantern. It's really, really pretty. It's called Minimalistic Jewelry. It's 14 karat, really stunning. And I wanted something elegant to wear. I can wear this for fall or Halloween, you know, with a really nice top, something like this. It is really affordable. Right now it's listed for $12.99, so $13. They also have this in a ghost in the gold. Really, really pretty. So you guys go check that out. Another thing I love about these necklaces, one of the great pluses is you can put it on by yourself. You just have a clasp, just do not, I have to get my husband to put it on. It's just too hard, but I can put this one right on. It's big enough, hooks, and it's got like 10 different lengths. You can adjust the length of it and it goes on beautifully, and I can put it on by myself. Next, I purchased these vintage tissue, what they call tissue dancers. I remember these being on doors, walls, hanging from the ceiling back in the 80s for Halloween parties. I really loved them. They have the vintage look. So we're gonna go ahead and get into these. They are by this company right here. I think it's Beastal. I may not be pronouncing that right, but I know they handle a lot of vintage inspired. I've purchased several things from them here lately. I'm even gonna have more vintage on my next haul, so you guys make sure, click that bell for notifications because we are not done. I say 3 hauls, may run into 4, who knows, but definitely 3 for sure. And they come like this. So you have these 3. I love them. Tissue dancers. Now that's what I remember is these cheap tissue, right? You guys remember, showing my age, but you guys remember streamers when you had a birthday party that you have a roll of like streamer material and you use Scotch tape and you tape up streamers and get it like $1. So this kind of reminds me of that, but a little better quality. So you can see, you stretch it, you just have to play, right? When you go to decorate with them. And so you just have to, let me see if I can, I like the cat. The cat's my favorite. So let's see if we can get the cat looking all, while I'm getting this to look perfect. I know that Hobby Lobby has the pumpkins, like you can put on party tables, things like that, that are this tissue and they open up and they kind of have a clip or something. So if you want them for your fall, if you don't do Halloween or if you want fall or whatever, absolutely. And you can adjust these. Wow, you can adjust them. Like this one was long and then I just made it short. So, all right, so this is your little tissue dancer. Absolutely love them. There's 3 of them. So this is how you do it. They're absolutely, you just tape them up somewhere, put you a little sticky or something on there. They are $9.15 right now on my Amazon store. I looked before this video, if you're watching it today, and 3 of those. So I got the cat here. I love that pop of color. It's so vintage looking. It's amazing. Here's the witch. So same thing, all you gotta do is just kind of pull their legs and their arms out. All right, so here's the witch. Fluff them as much as you wanna fluff. Love her. This is an up close. All right, and then the last one is the skeleton. I also have ordered it's in my Amazon store as well, but the retro looking jointed skeleton. He's like 4 feet long. You can put him on your door. So I'm gonna pop him on my gray door over there beside the living room. So he'll really stand out. You guys, my head are full of ideas. I have ideas. I sleep at night thinking of Halloween decor ideas. Need help. But anyway, so this is we about got the skeleton ready. Look, this is the little skeleton. I'll need to play with him a little bit more, but so that you just kind of work him out to look all super cute. So this is the skeleton. I love it. Very vintage vibe. Another thing, when you get finished stretching them out and using them, right? They go right back like this, look. You lay them down and it's just like, and you put them in a Ziploc, and you know what? You use them again next year. So perfect. All right, we're getting into the next item from Amazon. Like I said, going for a vintage vibe. Now I do a fall tree, and then when Halloween comes, I add Halloween to the fall tree. If you look back at last year's fall tree, when Halloween got here, you'll see I started sticking sticks and skeletons and all this pumpkin, all this great stuff in it to give a Halloween vibe. But I also have black trees. So I do one large black Halloween tree, and then I have another that's maybe 4 feet tall, that's more of a slender. I definitely want to use one of those to do a classic traditional Halloween tree. So I'm very excited. So this is what I grabbed these for. These wooden ornaments. There's a lot of them. They come in this box. So this is what they look like. I mean, this isn't even, they're wood. So I wanted that wood kind of vintage look. Like this is one of them. And then you got the little plump right there. And then here's a black cat. I just wanted the wood look. You hang it up with this string right here. Like I said, very rustic, vintage, old school. I love it. This little pretty little witch. Oh my goodness, with the jack-o'-lantern. I just can't, you guys. All right, and then this one. So they're different styles. You get a whole box. You don't have to put them all on your tree, but you can put them anywhere, really. But these are probably gonna go on my tree just to give me more of an 80s vintage feel. They're super affordable. In my Amazon store, they're $12.99, so you get all of these. Oh my goodness, look at this one. I'm sorry, I gotta show you this one too. Oh, they are so cute. You could put these and make a garland as well. You would have enough in this box to make a garland and ornaments for your tree. So the ones I got were the black cat theme, 36 pieces in here. So that's how many ornaments you get. Put them on your tree, mixed with other different variety ornaments, make a garland, do whatever you want. That's for $13. I mean, they're adorable, I love them. So I told you guys about my vintage looking skeleton I'm gonna hang on my door. I also found this. I saw this pumpkin man. He's wooden. It kind of reminds me of the ornaments, but when I saw him on the picture in Amazon, I just felt like I was back as a child celebrating Halloween. Look at this. Isn't this pumpkin adorable? Look, it's got a little hat, jack-o'-lantern. He's got little, looks like little buttons on his coat. The stripes, of course I have a thing for stripes. Fell in love with the stripes. I love all of it. Shoes, and this is the back, so it's really good quality wood. It's got these gold hinges here, so he folds up nicely, and then you just open him up. And the way you hang this one up is this string, just like the ornaments, and it's got these 2 little knots here. So you kind of bring the string in the back, and you can hang this jack-o'-lantern anywhere. So super cute. Now we're gonna get into a couple of books that I purchased. You guys know, if you saw my bar cart video, which some of you haven't, and that's fine, I love a themed holiday cookbook. Drinks, snacks, gives me ideas. Sure, I can go on Pinterest and all that, but I really love to use them for decor as well. I was gonna tell you, if you have an Ollie's outlet and you like books like this to either put out for decor on your coffee table or use with your kids to make treats or Halloween party, these are super affordable. So I ran by my Ollie's to see what they had available. I was so happy. The first one was this Hocus Pocus official cookbook. I love it. It has snacks and treats, drinks I can use for my bar cart, cookies, all kinds of things. And this hardback book was only $4.99, $5 for this book. So that's why I love going to Ollie's. This is a Hocus Pocus book, so of course it has the little broomsticks, little candy appetizers, things like that. The second one is this Beetlejuice cookbook. Again, $4.99, hardback, Beetlejuice. You can see all the different Beetlejuice themed ideas. It has 75 plus darkly delicious recipes. There's actually real food in this one, like there's noodles and chicken and meats and things like that, but they do have a snacks area, little ghosties, and then of course they have a juice section as well. So for $5, I grabbed me 2 more books to go with my collection, Hocus Pocus and a Beetlejuice. So friends, I have ideas for my vintage decorating. I also have ideas for trick or treat and parties and things like that. And I am gonna do more thrifting. I'm gonna show you my thrift right now, But before I do, there's one thing that I purchased off eBay. If there's something that I know I want from when I was a kid, or there's something vintage, I just go look at eBay or somewhere like that and just pay the price because I know I want it, and I don't want to go in thrift stores hoping that I may find it. So these I remember as a kid. They are little paper treat bags. There's 40 of them. Some of you guys may not remember these, but I remember getting these and candy being in these. They're little paper bags called treat bags. There's 4 different styles. I paid $10 for these little bags. I wanted to be in my living room full of candy, just like it was when I was a kid. So it says there's 4 styles. So this is the first style. This is the second style. I just now opened them. I wanted to do that with you. So I didn't even know what styles. It didn't show that, but the first one. This little trick-or-treat spider. So cute. And then this last 4th style with a little color. Happy Halloween. And all they are, there's 40 of them. Those of y'all that remember these, comment down below, okay? These little bitty paper treat bags. Like I said, there's 40 of them. And you just fill them with candy. They used to be at like our church carnival or trick or treat. You used to get one of these at the door. They give you a whole little bag full of different goodies. So very excited about those. This was something that I did want to bring back this year. Just a personal childhood memory for me. So grab those for $10 off of eBay. Just in case you guys didn't see my pillow that I used, I didn't show it in a regular Halloween haul. So this was in my bar cart video. I did pick up this pillow from Marshall's, $29.99, skeleton. I love the material. It's very vintage, like sweater material. Looks like he's having a cocktail. Love it, for $30. At TJ Maxx, it's $24.99. So nonetheless, love him. So I just wanted to show you this in case you didn't see my bar cart video. All right, friends, so this is my thrift items that I've picked up so far. I am hitting the thrift stores a little bit more between wanting vintage items. I'm also hitting a few antique stores. So I'm very excited. I've also ordered some things off eBay for that 3rd haul. So discipline people. All right, anyway, so these are the things I found for this thrift haul. And don't forget, the closer to Halloween, you guys get in the thrift stores. If you like doing that, if you don't thrift and you buy new all the time, that's fine too. But if you're interested in vintage or you know, items like that, get in your thrift stores, because the closer to Halloween, people are pulling out their bins. I know I've already been going through my bins for Halloween. I went through them a couple nights ago, and my husband made the comment that I look like a child on Christmas morning because I'll forget that I have something and I'll open it and I get so excited. I'm like, I'm going to use this year. He's right. I'm a child when it comes to the holidays, but that's okay. It's all right, right? All right, so people will be getting rid of some Halloween items that they don't want when they get those bins out. So check your thrift stores. If you're interested, make sure you get in there and you might find some good deals. This is what I grabbed. The first one being this Great Pumpkin book. This book was 50 cents at the thrift store. It was a Dream Center thrift store. I don't know if you guys have those, but it's a hard back for 50 cents. Love the Great Pumpkin. I think y'all know with my record and my record player, Great Pumpkin is my favorite Halloween show. And for 50 cents, I have a niece and a nephew. I thought this would make a good goodie bag, Halloween bag. So I picked this up. Next, I also found, I do have a VCR. We are going vintage. There are some things, and I've heard a lot of people wanting to go back to VCR and movies and kind of get in that vintage vibe of watching those. I didn't get any horror movies, but I did find this Hocus Pocus. It's in excellent condition. I paid $1 for this movie. It's great, VHS and the Hocus Pocus. And even the cashier said, I love that movie. It's absolutely great. So, Great Pumpkin, and this is my second favorite movie. So, pick that up on VHS. Then they had a couple Halloween buckets. The first one being this McDonald's bucket. I don't really know what year this is. I just saw it, and I know these are popular. It did look vintage to me. I know they're coming back with them and have before, but McDonald's bucket, this was 50 cents. So that was a good find. I also found these 2 little buckets. They're a good size. 50 cents a piece. Like I said, get in your thrift stores. I know you could go to the dollar store and buy this for $1.25 or think a Dollar Tree's now $1.50, but I like variety. I like hunting for thrift. Another thing I found was this box of orange light. You guys know I'm all about ambiance for the holidays. I use fairy lights. I still like using these lights. If I'm going for a vintage look, I'll even use the bigger bulbs. They get hot, but I do use those. Just make sure, and of course these were still wrapped up. 75 cents for this box of orange lights. So there's 100 lights in here. They're still wrapped up, but nonetheless, I did plug them up in the store. Always look for a plug-in when you buy lights or anything like that in the thrift store. You guys know that. And make sure that they work, and of course they do. For 75 cents, I got some orange lights. I can use them for my fall decorating. They are black wired, which I love because that means they can go on my black tree. So 75 cents, that was a steal. All right, friends, that's going to do it for our haul video today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I think we had a lot of good finds, a lot of good new, old, thrift. I love bringing it all together. You guys let me know any ideas in the comments. Thank you for sharing all your Halloween memories with me. You guys are just phenomenal. I've loved sitting down and reading those. Today, I would like you to leave me a spider emoji if you stayed for the entire video. I would also love if you would put your favorite Halloween candy down in the comments below. If you can't have candy, just tell me your Halloween treat. Whether it could be a cookie, a cupcake, whatever, candy apple if you're like me, whatever. I would love to hear you guys' feedback on that. Leave it in the comments below. Tell me all about it. And I really enjoyed spending the time with you guys for this haul. I'm so excited. It's coming together. We're planning, we're purchasing, we're buying. It's an exciting time with all this planning and all of that for Halloween. Don't forget to check out my fall decorating video that I did for this week. We do have another one coming up on that as well. And our part 3 for our next Halloween haul is coming up too. So make sure you hit that bell for notifications. If you haven't subscribed already and you love videos like this, I know you do, click that subscriber button and become part of my decorating family because I love having you guys. All right, friends, have a great day and I will see you on the next video. Take care.